Good morning, YouTube. Hey, everyone out there in survival land. How you doing? Oh, they're frisky. Oh, look at that. Look at them go. Now, these things ignite really quick. See how quick? I just barely touched that. Hey, YouTube. Freedom for Chaos coming at you. Today we're making a video for my bedroom. You know, I've been doing some research lately, and I also went to the gun and knife show this past weekend. And, you know, I just want to do a video today on people who just really got to get involved. You know, I know a lot of you don't go to gun shows, and, you know, probably some of you do. I know I do. But I think it's very critical that you attend the gun show. And the reason why I say this is because you don't have to go there to even buy anything. Okay, you know, just go there. You know, I go with a few people sometimes, you know, and this weekend I went by myself, but, you know, sometimes I do go with friends and we kind of hang out. And, you know, I have bought things at the gun show before. But the most important reason why you really need to go is because you need to talk to the vendors about what's going on and how the government is attacking the Second Amendment. I mean, on YouTube, we can talk about the amendment, you know, all day long until we're blue in the face, and most of us are just preaching to the choir. But until you actually get out there and talk to the vendors about what's going on and how the government is attacking the Second Amendment and how they are actually attacking the gun shop owners. And what I mean by that is that I talked to 3 gun shop owners at the gun show, and in the last 3 or 4 months, 4 gun shops have been closed down in the Detroit metro area. Now, some of these gun shops, you know, they had an establishment, meaning they had a structural business located on a road or, you know, or what have you, you know, maybe in a strip mall or whatever, I don't know. But, and some of these people were smaller gun shop owners that, you know, kind of work out of their house in a sense. I mean, in Michigan, you can't technically work out of your house. You can, but you can't. You got to follow the law and the restrictions on that. I mean, you know, there's one guy that I buy guns from, and he's on the up and up. I'm not going to give out his name. And he does, in a sense, work from his home. And I've bought some things from him before and never had a problem. No problems. But in talking to these gun owners, or gun shop owners rather, you know, they're telling me what the government is doing. What the government is, they're finding any reason, no matter how big or how small the infraction, and they're not finding these gun shop owners anymore. They're just flat out closing them down. Okay, it's not about being fined anymore. If they find something wrong, let's say, you know, that the form, you know, you didn't dot your I's and you didn't cross your T's on the form, they're not fining you. They're suspending your FFL license. And that's one way that they are starting to control all of the guns and the ammunition and things like that. So what happens is that these gun owners now become just salespeople for ammunition and hunting supplies and other things like that. So, you know, it was just a very, very interesting conversation that I had with some of these gun owners. And, you know, I don't know if that's happening in other places around the country. I'm sure that it is. And this is why I stress, you know, it's very, very important to be active, not just on YouTube or not just, you know, on the internet forums and things like that. You've got to be active in your community. You have to be out there talking to the people, talking to the people who are on the front lines, like the gun owners and the gun business owners. You know, these people are the ones who really know what's going on. Well, moving on with my video, there's something else that I want to talk about, and that is, I hope you can see my new flag behind me. I I purchased the Do Not Tread on Me flag, so I'm really excited about that. So there I have a good shot of that. But continuing on with my video here, I want to talk about President Obama. And, you know, I don't know how many of you have heard, but there is a new Muslim cartoon that's coming out. And this used to be a comic book. And now it's turning into an actual cartoon. And this is going to be posted for our children to see starting in January of 2011. Now there's going to be several links down here. And, you know, there are some interesting things. Like this one here says, Separation of Religion and State. Why is President Obama endorsing these Muslim superheroes designed to appeal to American kids? You know, there is a lot of things going on with this. And in fact, this clip here will also be added. This is a video of the actual endorsement that President Obama gave. Now, my question is, has anyone seen this on the news? Has anyone seen this going on? Or, you know, is this something that, again, is going to be swept under the rug and just passed? And this link here is very, very interesting. This is a story about the author and how he got the idea of the magazine, the comic book, and all that. I really suggest that you people read this, because this is very, very interesting. And in fact, somewhere in this, he talks about how he wants to combine the East thoughts with the thoughts of the West. And it almost sounds like as if he wants to create a one world society, which is kind of scary. And, you know, it's just some very, very interesting links about this whole thing that's going on. Now, like I said, I don't know how many of you have heard about this on the TV, but I know that that this cartoon is being shown over in Europe. I guess that started back last year, and the comic book has been out since 2006. So it's kind of scary that, again, you know, they're attacking our children, and they're going after our children, trying to get them to accept this. Now, as far back as I can remember, I don't remember any cartoons that I saw here in the States being based on a religion. I didn't see any Catholic superheroes. I didn't see any Lutheran superheroes. I didn't see any Christian superheroes. So why do these Muslim superheroes have to be, you know, so outspoken about their Muslim beliefs? And that's what I don't understand. But anyway, check the links. Hope you guys all have a good day, everyone out there. Oh, and I want to say hello to all the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. And look forward to seeing more videos about survival and what's going on behind our government. And one last thing I want to touch on is that, you know, Obama promised change. Okay, and he talked about, you know, changing America and changing the job situation and this and that. Maybe one thing he wanted to change was the belief of this country. And I think people are starting to realize that now, that belief was part of the agenda when he was elected president. You know, he wanted all these drastic changes and everything like that. And I know, you know, a lot of the younger voters, especially a lot of younger voters that I know of, voted for Obama. And one question I had was, you know, to them was, well, did you do your research about him? And 90% of them said, no, I just liked the way he talked. And that was pretty scary. So now he's president, and he's trying to change the United States forever. And again, you know, he talked about change. Perhaps this was the change he was talking about.